South Africa has an amazing choral tradition. There are choirs here in every community.
It gives them hope. The choir is a social structure because it gives them a lot of support. The music revives them from inside, from their spirits. This is a story about a little boy whose mother has been infected with HIV and AIDS.
When I sing that song, my heart broke and I just want to cry when I sing that song. I was grown up with my mom, but she left me last year. Then now I've only got my only father. In choir, everything happened at home, you forget.
To me and my colleagues at the Cape Festival, music is an incredible, wonderful tool for social change. This festival, in our view, is going to improve the quality of life for children in previously disadvantaged communities. We want to work within the existing structures in South Africa, working within the school system with teachers, working with existing dance companies and opera companies, and hopefully this festival will have a multiplier effect, that will benefit the whole community and the whole country. Singing is part of our culture in Africa. People sing, they dance, and they tell stories. To me, these are three key components of opera. I think what the Cape Festival is going to do is to build on this natural talent that we already have in South Africa. And this would be a great way, I think, of advancing the careers of young people and also establishing a professional culture in South Africa. What this festival aims to do is to help South African musicians and singers and dancers take their rightful place on the international stage and be recognized for the talented professionals that they are. We also want to focus on basic music literacy to make sure that children from a very, very young age can one day become musical professionals, can sing at Covent Garden and all these other things if they choose to when they grow up.
Fezeka High School Choir is arguably one of the best high school-based choirs in the country, dare I say in the world. I know I sound conceited here, but it is a fact.
Life in Kokoletu is probably dangerous because there's a lot of crime in Kokoletu. So I think if you can join music, probably in your school or somewhere else, because there are community choirs. So if you can join music, I think you can be safer than other children who are in crime, involved in drugs.
These kids come to the choir and find solace because they spend most of their afternoons in the choir and therefore they stay away from trouble.
My dream is to become an opera singer.
Opera belongs to Africa too. And we think that this festival, the Cape Festival, will build international relations between Europe, South America, And also, it will create incredible opportunities for South Africa's natural talent. And this will be a wonderful vehicle for South African singers to be recognized on the international stage.
They don't have formal housing, so there are no bathrooms or there's no running water. There's electricity is, if you look up in a township like Emizamayetu, you'll see a huge spider web of wires above your head where everybody's tapped into the electricity. You just do your own wiring. If we had more teachers, there's so many children that would like to learn an instrument.
The Cape Festival is an inclusive organization, and the first thing we're going to do in 2010, which is our launch, is an education conference. And hopefully this will be a forum where they get to interact with each other and hopefully find ways of collaborating to their mutual benefit. And then we want to also invite key international players in the cultural world to come and share with us their ideas. Of course, they can learn from what's been going on here in South Africa. This important collaboration, it's part of music.
Those that are in school are safe, those that are working are safe, those that are not working, I create a project for them. Because choral music is the only music that we can afford. You just get together and sing. You just give them a right skill and try to give them a broader picture of this music so that one day one can make a living out of music. And we want even to learn other cultural music. You want to know how does the Germans do this, USA and otherwise. You do want that cultural exchange. Yeah. So we need partners.
The Cape Festival will present 4 operas a year beginning in 2011, and will focus on 4 areas that we think there is great potential for further development in South Africa. And that's children's opera, contemporary opera, Baroque opera with African elements, and large-scale productions. Also, we want to work with other folks from other corners of the world. We think that the Cape Festival will add to the great deal of good things that are happening in South Africa. There are wonderful ballet companies, there are wonderful opera companies. But what we want to do is focus on excellence to make sure that these things are done to the highest possible international standards.